I wish that I had the answer, Keisha. But I don't know any more than what the police have said. Apparently somebody shot your uncle.
Because of his politics.
Probably. But we won't know that for sure until we find out who killed him.
They'll never find the killer. Not after all these years. He died before I was born.
From what I've heard, he was an extraordinary man.
Of course, I know a lot about him. Mostly from my daddy. He idolized his big brother. The whole family looked up to Bradley. In a very real way, he left his mark on all of us. The Wards spent a lot of time trying to live up to Bradley, which isn't easy. He's like the family conscience.
Morning, all. Hey, cuz.
Hey, cousin. Do you know Laura Spencer?
I sure do. How are you?
Well, I was a little bit worried about May, but now that you arrived, I see a world of difference in her.
Well, that's what we're here for.
Mm-hmm. In fact, I was just telling Keisha and May that if you run out of space here, you are more than welcome to stay at the Spencer house.
We'll manage, thank you.
I think it would be fun to see the old house. It's like it stayed in the family.
Well, that's how we feel about it.
I heard you got it for a song, almost a steal.
Actually, I would have paid just about anything for that house.
Really?
Yeah.
It's not very practical of you.
Well, I guess I'm very rarely ruled by practicality. Now, I remember the first time I saw that house and its garden. I knew that it was special.
Did you come across it by accident?
By necessity, actually. But there was a feeling about that house that told me that it wasn't just any house, and I can't quite explain that. But it came at a time in my life when I had some very important decisions to make, and I found peace of mind there. And that place helped me to choose my fork in the road. Does that sound crazy?
Just a touch.
Well, then I guess I'm a little crazy. But that's all right, isn't it? I mean, I'm not crazy enough to sandpaper out the notches in the door frame that show how tall your father was when he was 7. Or to cut down the tree that your father carved his initials into. And sometimes when I look up into that tree, I expect to see Bradley and David and Ida smiling back at me through the branches. Mm-hmm. Because they're more a part of that house than I am. And I respect that. So that's how crazy I am.
About Sean Donnelly.
I don't know Sean very well, but his wife is my best friend.
Well, his wife's not a cop. I'm curious about Sean.
I think that he's decent and honest and very committed, and I think he does a good job.
Must make you sleep a whole lot better at night knowing that thin blue line is out there protecting you folks from us folks.
Justice.
You don't even know me, so don't go deciding what kind of folks I am.
I apologize. Shouldn't make assumptions.
No, you really shouldn't.
So, why aren't you close to Donnelly?
Well, my husband is allergic to authority figures.
No kidding.
Uh-huh.
Luke, man after my own heart. So, would he tell me not to trust Donnelly with this investigation?
I'm telling you that Donnelly takes pride in his work. And a case like this comes to his attention, he's not going to just let it slide.
Good, because I won't either. My father's death is not going to become just another unsolved murder of a black man.
I wonder if poor Charles is ready for a black man with a law degree and an attitude.
Cousin, this ain't about attitude. It's about justice.